Hello student, welcome to Department of Zoology, Sri Mulika Devi Mahavidyalaya, Nigoz Taluka Parne, District Ahmednagar. In previous video lecture, we was learned the chapter number 4. In that, we are studying many different types of aspect included in chapter number 4, principle of classification. In that, for example, what is taxonomy, then types of taxonomy, then what is the significance and importance of taxonomy, then types of classification, then different types of methods applied for the classification, then work and contribution of some important scientists in classification. Then we are lastly studied in chapter number 4, that is five kingdom system of classification, particularly described by Carl Linus and R.H. Whitaker's system of classification. These all the points are covered in chapter number 1. Today, I will discuss with you the chapter number 2, that is general features of kingdom Animalia. To study the general features of kingdom Animalia. So let us start the study the general features of kingdom Animalia. General characteristic of kingdom Animalia. The members of kingdom Animalia are multicellular. Then second most important point, that is they are heterotrophic, and last one, that is members of kingdom Animalia are consumers and eukaryotics. You know, if you are just remind the previous video lecture, in that we was studying the five kingdom system of classification. In that we are also studied the role of ecological role of kingdoms. For example, if you are take the example of kingdom planting, they are show the ecological role as a producer. If you are take the example of kingdom fungi, they show the ecological role of as a decomposer. And if you are take the example of kingdom Animalia, these kingdom Animalia are acting as a consumers. They show a great diversity and called as metazoans. What is metazoans? A metazoans, animals groups, they show compressed body, that is called as metazoans. They show mode of nutrition is ingestion type. Ingestion type, you know, we are already studying two types of mode of nutrition, that is absorption and injection. Means you can take your food material and put into your mouth, that is ingestion type of mouth nutrition. For example, human being to take food material and put in your mouth, and then start your feeding mechanism, that is called as ingestion type of the feeding or nutrition. All the animals are divided into two main groups. Which animals? The kingdom Animalia are mainly divided into two groups. That is, first one, invertebrates, that is animal without vertebral column, and vertebrates, that is animal with vertebral columns. So what is the actual difference between the vertebrate and invertebrates? The animals without backbones called as invertebrate. Animals without backbone called as invertebrates. Example, jellyfish, slug, snail, then crab, octopus. These are the animals, they do not show the vertebral columns. Vertebrates, the animals with vertebral columns. For example, birds, mammals, then reptiles, amphibians. These animals group are show the vertebral column in their body. This vertebral column is particularly useful to support the animal body. There are 30 invertebrate phyla. If you are looking towards the invertebrates, these are the group which are largest group of the kingdom Animalia. They show 30 different invertebrate phyla. Means in this group they are show largest diversity and number of animals are present. These animals show some structural pattern, similarity between the structural patterns, which are common observed in all the 30 phyla. Interrelationship among the members of some phyla are function. If you are taking some characteristic or some features among the some interrelationship among the members of phylum, particularly invertebrates, they are functional and they show some similarity, dissimilarity also. The animals of phylums are related with one another and they have the common ancestor. If you are deeply study the phylums related to each other, they are show some common similarity and some dissimilarity also, and they are generally coming from the common ancestor. What is common ancestor? The common ancestor means the origin of animals are coming from the single or common parents. That is called as common ancestor. It will be also called as, in commonly, it is called as cladograms. This is common ancestors. They show the common ancestor. The invertebrates animals divided into major and minor phyla, and division is based on two factors. If again you are known, these invertebrate groups are very largest group of kingdom Animalia. Again, they are divided into some common features, that is major and minor phyla, and division is based on some factors, some features, some characteristics. Their participation in ecological community. These are the first key to use for the division in between the major and minor phyla of invertebrates. Their participation in ecological community. There are major 9 phyla and remaining are minor phyla. If you are just take this 30 figure in your mind, remove the 21 as a minor phyla and 9 is major phyla according to their participation in between the ecological community. Invertebrate animals are also divided into lower and higher invertebrates. Again, they show some division depending upon the lower and higher invertebrates. The lower invertebrates are simple in body organization. If you are take the lower invertebrates, they show a simple body organization, very simple, easily developed by their animals, and generally they are smaller in size. Means whatever your small in size animals, they are belong to the lower invertebrates because they show the simple body organization. Are you understand? I hope you are understand. The lower invertebrates are included, for example, the phylum Porifera, phylum Coleantrata, phylum Platyhelminthes, and phylum Nematoda. These are the very simple organism. They are generally micro. For example, if you are take this one, this is your very common primitive animals, Coleantratans. These are flatworms. Platyhelminthes are worm-like body structure, and nematodes, these are the found in your soil. These are also worm-like without any segmentation or dividation in body structure. These are the group of nematoda. Next, very important characteristic, that is the higher invertebrates animals with larger in size, complex body organization is present in higher invertebrates animals. They are at higher position in phylogenetic tree. If you are sketch the phylogenetic tree of animal kingdom Animalia, or it will be also called as cladograms of kingdom Animalia, किंवा आपण याला म्हणतो की वंशावळ. These higher invertebrates are take the position in higher in position in phylogenetic tree of kingdom animal. These animals included in various phyla like mollusca. For example, if you are take the example of higher invertebrates, mollusca, kingdom phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda, and phylum Echinodermata. If you can just take the previous slide, the lower invertebrates are included phylum Porifera. It is a primitive animals, very simple, small in size, microscopic. Second, coelentratans. It is a worm-like body. Animals is very small in size. Platyhelminthes also small and worm-like body. Nematodons again flat and worm-like body organisms. Now, if you are take the example of higher animals, that time the phyla such as mollusca, you are a snail, slug. These are the bivalves. These are the your higher animals. Then phylum Annelida. Then phylum Arthropoda, and last one, that is kingdom phylum Echinodermata. These are the group of your higher invertebrates. Next important point of kingdom Animalia, that is you can study the habitat of kingdom Animalia. In that, the most of invertebrates animals, again you are also able to understand what is the vertebrate and invertebrates. The most of invertebrate animals are originated from marine habitat. You know, if invertebrates are taken in your example, they are generally originated from marine habitat. About 80% animals are found in terrestrial habitat. Maximum animals, they are originated from the marine habitat, but some of the animals are also found in terrestrial habitat also. Many are found in freshwater. If you are take the example of freshwater fish, freshwater invertebrates, snail, slug, these are the your group of animals. Many vertebrate animals show marine, then freshwater and terrestrial habitat. Echinodermatans are marine, but earthworm are terrestrial. But most of annelids are marine. Arthropoda only crustaceans. In if you are take the example of arthropods, only crustaceans. That is your group crabs. Example of crabs. These are the marine, but other group of animals such as insecta are terrestrial. Depending upon their group or phylum, they are show various type of habitat. Some of the marine, some are the aquatic, some of the terrestrial habitat. So if you are take this example, you are easily understand the habitat. According to habitat, there are various types. Are you understand? Animal size. These are the very important point to study the in kingdom Animalia. Animals range in size from number of no more than the few cells like mesozoans or microscopic animals to organism like a big size or weight in many tons like a blue whale fish. These are the difference between the size of the kingdom Animalia members. If you are take or you want to the very small in size and organism, that time you are easily get the these animals, that is a single cellular organism that is belong to the phylum Poriferans or protozoans, mesozoans animal. It is microscopic. If you want to the larger size animals, this one will be also present in kingdom Animalia, that is blue whale shark, blue whales and shark, then elephants, then another big size animals. These are the variation between their size. Animal size. The all living animals show variety of shapes according to according to size. Again, shape is various in type and they show the variety in shape. Some are flat, leaf-like, some are worm-like, some animals are boat-shaped and elongated. According to size and shape, it is show variety in their shape and size. If you want to the flat, you are always looking towards the phylum Platyhelminthes. All the members of Platyhelminthes are flat. If you want to the leaf-like, you can just visit the your poriferans. Some are worm-like, that is phylum Annelidans. Some like boat and elongated. Again, you can choose arthropodans, echinodermatans. These are the phyla. According to their shape, it is show a n number of variety in shape. Symmetry. This is a last point of today's lecture. What is symmetry? The animal can categorize on the basis of their symmetry. Sponge are mostly asymmetrical, that is any plane that passes through the center does not divide into any equal size or any equal parts. Means, what is symmetry? The division of animal body into same equal parts, that is called as symmetry. Division, to just divide it. If according to their body shape, size, they show the different types of symmetry also in animal kingdoms. If you are taking the example, sponge are mostly asymmetrical. They are no, they do not show the any type of the symmetry. You can take any type of the cut from sponge, they are not show any equal parts division. These are the called as symmetry or division of animal body. When any plane passes to central axis, the body divides the organism into two identical parts, that is called as radial symmetry. For example, coelentratans, centrophores, and echinodermatans. This group of phyla, they show the bilateral symmetry. If you can take the any example or any organism from this phylum, you can take a central axis and to just cut down the body of the particular phylum, animals of particular phylum, they are easily divided and they are called as radially symmetrical animals. The animals like annelidans, arthropodans, etc., where the body can divide it into identical left and right parts or wells in only one plane, exhibit in bilateral symmetry, or it is called as bilateral symmetry. If you can just take any examples of this kingdom, this phylum, phylum Annelida and phylum Arthropoda, these are the worm likes. You can just, these are your earthworm. To divide it, your animal in two wells, equal parts, this is called as bilateral symmetry, division of body in left and right parts. If you can take arthropodans, for example, you can take the your scorpion, example of scorpion. So you are not divide the body in between the horizontal way. You can always divide in such way, that is called as bilateral symmetry. Are you understand? I hope you are understand today's lecture. These are very simple for the understanding. If you have any difficulty, any question, you can ask me in comment box. Thank you very much.